If I'm being really serious right now, I gotta be honest. It might be a little too early for a Demon Slayer game. Might be a little too early for a Demon Slayer game. Might be a little too early for a Demon Slayer game.
Three, two, one.
So, CyberConnect2, you really wanted to do a round 2 of another game, or should I say round 3, right after the Naruto Storm series. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Hey guys, I'm the King, and it turns out this is going to be my first video of the year. First off, let me just say that I hope you guys are doing well. I hope 2021 is a lot better than what last year was, so I'm hoping for the best for us this year. So, so I hope you guys are doing well. But enough about that. Our first video of 2021, I had a lot of things in mind. I didn't know what I wanted to talk about. Maybe, I don't know, maybe something anime related, video game related. I couldn't decide. And I do have a lot of things playing, don't get me wrong, but I couldn't really think what should come first. But when I just heard about this news, I felt like I wanted to talk about it. And that news being, well, the new Demon Slayer game. First and foremost, let me just say I am a huge Demon Slayer fan. I didn't think I would love the anime this much that as popular as it is. I didn't think I would like it this much. People were hyping the shit out of this anime, and I didn't think if I wanted to watch it because when things get overhyped, I don't want to watch it until everything calms down. Well, I'm glad I watched it, and I actually did enjoy it. I just got done with season 1 just a few days ago, and yeah, I enjoyed it. I love season 1, and yeah, I'm looking forward to what's to come to Demon Slayer. And then I heard about the announcement of the video game. I said, oh, that's even more awesome. It's getting a video game. But just because the anime is good doesn't mean the game is going to be good. But hey, that's the state of anime games, which we might discuss later. But the Demon Slayer game, I was a little questionable about it because as we anime fans know, these anime games haven't been too good lately. So that was that. And then I heard that CyberConnect2 were going to be the developers of Demon Slayer. Now, I know what you guys are saying. Dude, this is by CyberConnect2, the guys who gave us the Naruto Storm series. Why is that a bad thing? Well, there's a lot of things we can say. I'll try to keep it brief, but let's just say me and CyberConnect2, we don't have the best when it comes to games. Well, particularly, they are more famous with the Naruto Storm games, which I will give my quick retrospective of. Storm 1, first of all. Great game, classic. It's one of the first Naruto games I actually played next to Naruto Clash of Ninja 1, Clash of Ninja 2. It's definitely one of the best ones. Even to this day, even looking back on it, yeah, definitely one of the best Naruto games. It's one of the best PlayStation 3 games, and it's one of the best exclusive PlayStation 3 games I've ever played. One of the biggest reasons that me and my brother wanted the PlayStation 3 was to play Naruto Storm. Yeah, my second reason was to play Metal Gear Solid 4, but other than that, Naruto Storm, the first Naruto Storm game, great, classic game, it's awesome. Naruto Storm 2 took things to the next level. I really loved Naruto Storm 2. At the time, that was my favorite Naruto game. Not to mention, I think that was the first Naruto game to ever introduce, online capabilities and all that. But yeah, overall, Naruto Storm 2, yeah, again, a real huge improvement over the first game, and I really enjoyed it, so thumbs up for that. Next we have Naruto Storm, well, Generations, and fans say, and even to this day, debate that Naruto Generations is actually the best game in the entire series. In fact, fans were pissed off when they found out that Naruto Storm Generations was not actually part of the collection with Naruto Storms 1, 2, and 3 when it got the HD remaster on the PlayStation 4. And I agree, Naruto Storm Generations is actually one of the best Naruto games, so why doesn't it have the HD remaster treatment? And CyberConnect2 are aware of this, so why not give us that? Anyway, I'm missing the point. Anyway, this game introduced Part 1 characters in Naruto Shippuden cast in one game, which made the roster the biggest roster at the time. Again, at the time it was new, right now it's nothing special, but at the time having both Part 1 and Shippuden characters in one game, yeah man, that's awesome. It upped the ante of the character roster, and fans say they actually had the best gameplay in the entire series. debatable, but yeah, it did change a lot of things. It also introduced the substitution bar, which became very helpful in future games. Generations, A+ game. Now, in my opinion, the next Naruto game, Naruto Storm 3, is personally my favorite. Why? I can't put my finger on it. It's one of my favorites for a lot of reasons. Just like Naruto Storm 1, 2, and Generations, it's nostalgia, but I feel like Storm 3 just had a bit of that more nostalgia for me. I remember me and my friends constantly playing that game over and over and over and over again, like every time we had the chance to play and have fun with it. But Naruto Storm 3, yeah, definitely my favorite game in the entire series. Again, I don't know why, but it just feels like up until this point, CyberConnect2 felt like they really did love the fans, and they really did try their hardest to please us with everything that they possibly could. And you can tell their heart and soul was put into these Storm games. You can tell. But unfortunately, for me, and I'm sure most of you might agree, this was probably the last time when CyberConnect2 did a good job on a Naruto Storm game. With that being said, the next game, Naruto Storm Revolution, yeah, I'm just gonna say it. This game fucking sucks. This is definitely the worst Naruto Storm game in my opinion. The worst Naruto Storm game. This is by far the worst. And it's all because of one reason. One reason made me hate this game. One little reason. And that reason is the goddamn counter system. Who the fuck introduced this counter system in Naruto Storm Revolution? Who said, yeah, let's bring in this new concept where you can stun the opponent while the other opponent can do like 20 or 50 combos on you while you're still dizzy, and the other opponent can get a victory by doing a cheap win. That killed 95% of the game for me. I couldn't play the game because who wants to play like that? Who plays like that? Who wants a counter system where the enemy can stagger whenever they want? Yes, it's limited, but it refreshes when time passes. And of course, people online are going to abuse that shit. So who the fuck at CyberConnect2 said, yeah, let's add something like that in Naruto Storm? Well, due to that reason, I don't like Naruto Revolution. That killed 95% of the game for me because something like that was not really needed. Now, there is one cool thing that Revolution did introduce and I do like, and that is the team combination jutsu. I shouldn't have to explain what that is, but you know, if characters or certain 2 or 3 characters are familiar with each other, they would do their own special, their own special technique, their own special jutsu, ultimate team jutsus. Like for example, if Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura were in the same team, they'll do their own special jutsu and so on and so forth. But that's the only positive I can give Naruto Storm Revolution. Other than that, yeah, this game is definitely the worst. Again, it's the worst Storm game, but it's not the worst Naruto game. No. That honor goes to another certain game. But anyway, let's get into the last game that CyberConnect2 made, and that game being Naruto Storm 4. You know, I had something planned for Naruto Storm 4. I really did. I was like, you know what? I gotta make maybe an hour-long video of why I don't like Naruto Storm 4. This game disappointed me, mainly because it had the potential of being the best Naruto game. This was supposed to be considered as the last Naruto Storm game ever made. This was going to be the last one in the final series. This was going to be the Naruto game that started Storm 1 and ending with Naruto Storm 4 with, you know, the final battle between Naruto and Sasuke. Me and my friends were speculating all the characters who were going to be in this game. We were speculating how big and awesome this game was going to be. As any Naruto fan, when we heard about Naruto Storm 4, we thought this was going to be the best Naruto game. It turned out being one of the worst Naruto Storm games ever, next to Revolution. This game is an atrocity. First and foremost, the adventure mode. It was boring in past games, aside from Naruto Storm 1. In Naruto Storm 1, you can do like you do in the anime. Naruto can run on walls, he can run on buildings, he can do jutsus, he can run on water. Everything that motherfucker did in the anime, you can do it in the game. But ever since Naruto Storm 1's departure, for some reason, CyberConnect2 can never recreate that awesome moment where you can just run around Konoha and whatever and just do what you want. But ever since the birth of Naruto Storm 2, the adventure mode has been pretty lacking. You just run from point A to point B, pick up items and talk to people. That's it. There's no running on walls, doing jutsus or nothing like that. Countering enemies in the adventure mode, nothing. But in Storm 4, it takes it to a whole new level. You're just running from point A to point B, talking to people, and that's it. I can't put my finger on it, but it's like Storm 4 got the adventure mode even more worse than it already was. Like, how can you fuck up the adventure mode? Just do what Naruto does in the show and put it in the game. It's not that hard. And the characters, don't get me started. The roster of characters are bullshit. The same characters that we got them in Naruto Storm Revolution, they're in Naruto Storm 4, but that's it. They add like maybe 3 or 4 characters and that's it. It's the same rosters from Naruto Storm Revolution. And no, characters like Sage Mode Naruto and Rinnegan Sasuke don't count as new characters. They're the same characters, except they just got a boost level up. That's about it. And no, characters like Naruto the Last and Sasuke the Last, they're not technically new characters either. You know why? Because they're still Naruto and Sasuke. I really don't count them as new characters. We need new characters like, okay, let's see. Not characters like Anko. I wouldn't say characters like Anko is a new character. She's been in the games before, but only as a support character. I mean new characters like Ashura, Indra, Hagoromo, you name it. The characters who have never appeared in the Storm games never had their chance to appear in a Naruto Storm game. CyberConnect2 knew this was the last game of the series, so add all the characters who we'd never seen before in the Storm games and add them in it. But according to CyberConnect2, that was just too much work. They couldn't do that. They couldn't be bothered, so let's not add a variety of characters who should be in that game. And the online mode is broken as all hell. Once again, all the stuff that was in Naruto Storm Revolution, it just got transferred to Naruto Storm 4. In fact, most people call Naruto Storm 4 Naruto Storm Revolution, just HD remastered with an extra few contents. And when you think about it, yeah, that's kind of what Naruto Storm 4 is. It's just an upgrade booster. There's nothing different. Well, yeah, there are character damages and such, and you know what, despite my criticism with this game, and trust me, there's a lot of things I hate about this game, but one thing I will give Naruto Storm 4 is that I think it has the best gameplay in the entire series. Fans say Storm Generations, I personally say Storm 4 has the best gameplay in the entire series. Again, just me, you don't have to agree with me, but Storm 4's gameplay, definitely the best thing about it. Everything else just sucked. It just fucking sucked. I'll go more in depth into this maybe in a later video, but for now, Storm 4 is just terrible. And it got even worse when CyberConnect2 sucked when it came to the DLC content for this game. For those who purchased that worthless season pass, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then it really made me lose faith in CyberConnect2 when that Road to Boruto DLC came out. What the fuck was up with that DLC with Road to Boruto? That was the biggest scam I have ever seen from a video game company. Out of all the DLCs I've bought on my PlayStation 3 and my PlayStation 4, Road to Boruto has probably got to be the worst DLC that I purchased that had the biggest potential of being a real good DLC, but CyberConnect2 still fucked it up. How could you do that? A Boruto game the DLC was Road to Boruto. Of course, we should see the Boruto cast in this game, Road to Boruto, the Boruto movie. We should see the Boruto characters. But no, CyberConnect2 decided to make all those characters just be NPCs, not playable characters. Just NPCs, because you know, who wants to play as those characters, am I right? Well, after Road to Boruto, I definitely lost faith in CyberConnect2. After giving us the last Storm game that was supposed to be the best one out of all of them, turned out to be one of the most dullest ones out of all of them. Thanks CyberConnect2, I lost all my faith in you, and I never want to touch another game you guys touch, ever. And now we come into Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. You know what, I really wanted Dragon Ball Z Kakarot because it was pretty much a retelling of the classic Dragon Ball Z anime. I don't give a fuck about Dragon Ball Super or anything after the Buu saga. I don't care about nothing. I don't care about nothing about Dragon Ball Z after that. It's just classic Dragon Ball Z that I care about. And that's what Dragon Ball Z Kakarot was meant to be. It was also sort of meant to have a sort of RPG element going on with it. But yeah, I don't know too much about it. But I was going to get it until I found out CyberConnect2 was behind it. And as I stay true to my word, I didn't get it because CyberConnect2 were behind it. I was not going to touch anything else that had CyberConnect2 involved. Not to mention, I haven't really been hearing good reviews of Naruto Storm. I mean, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. In fact, most of my friends who have it, who's on Skype and on my PlayStation friends list, they said that it's a mediocre game. It's not too crazy to go crazy about. So my friends told me to wait for a price drop and get it. And by price drop, I might get it for like maybe $15. I'm not spending no higher than what, because you know CyberConnect2's behind the game, so I'm not gonna spend no more than $60 on that. No more than 20, maybe 15, $5 at least. It's CyberConnect2. They disappointed me what they did with Naruto Storm 4, and I don't trust them doing anything else. So I ignored Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and I said from now on, I'm not gonna buy anything else that they make. Well, it turns out that they're going to be behind the Demon Slayer game. I was looking forward to the game, but I did have mixed feelings for it. Not just because CyberConnect2 were behind it. Oh, believe me, that's part of like 95% of the reason. But the other 5% reason is, well, like I said earlier, the state of anime games, they haven't been going too well. They've been going real horribly. In fact, two of the worst anime games I've played so far, which Naruto or should I say Road to Boruto, not Road to Boruto, Boruto to Naruto, Shinobi Strikers, and the other one being Tokyo Ghoul. Naruto Shinobi Strikers and Tokyo Ghoul has got to be one of the worst anime games I have ever played. This It's like these were made from a fan-made game, like from fans, not from an actual video game company. I still don't know what Shinobi Strikers and Tokyo Ghoul were trying to be. These are some real awful games. I mean, Black Clover was awful too, and don't get me wrong, One Punch Man was pretty Jump Force was trash too, but it's something about Shinobi Strikers and Tokyo Ghoul that make them the worst anime games I've played so far. That's pure trash right there. But basically, we haven't gotten any good anime games in a long ass while. There are two decent ones that I actually like. Naruto Storm 4, yes, despite me hating Storm 4, the gameplay does make me go back to it time to time. And Dragon Ball Z Fighters. Now, unlike everyone else, I'm not gonna go crazy about Dragon Ball Z Fighters, like, oh, it's the best Dragon Ball Z game, or it's the best anime game. I won't hype it up like everyone else, but I can see why people like it. I do like Dragon Ball Z Fighters. It is the best decent anime game, but I won't say it's the best anime game we have. But that's just my opinion. If you think it's the best anime game, cool. But I will admit it is the best decent one we've gotten in a long while. But since Storm 4 and Z Fighters, we haven't gotten anything that's really mind-blowing. We need another mind-blowing anime game. You know, something like Dragon Ball Z Budokai, or when Naruto Storm 1 first came out. We need like mind-blowing anime games, like, wow, this is the best anime game, or one of the best anime games we haven't played in a while. So I was kinda hoping that Demon Slayer would break that curse of having bad anime games. Then when I heard CyberConnect2 were behind it, I kind of lost faith. Again, after that Road to Boruto DLC and Naruto Storm 4 as a whole, I don't know if I can trust CyberConnect2 with any other fucking game. Should I? I don't know, but one thing I am certain about CyberConnect2, I know that they will make the gameplay fun for Demon Slayer. I mean, they have shown me in previous, with their Naruto Storm series, that they can actually make the gameplay well fun. In fact, most fans have speculated that the Demon Slayer game could be similar to the Naruto Storm games. Okay, especially if it's Naruto Storm 4. Like I said, that's the best gameplay in the entire series for me. So that kind of gameplay style with Demon Slayer, sign me up. I'm not really bothered by that. My only problem is that don't just copy and paste it. I mean, like, I don't mind you using the Storm engine, but show us something that we've never seen before in the Storm series. You guys may be thinking, like, what? Well, I'm kind of out of ideas, but just show us something that we have never seen in the Storm series before. If you want to copy Storm 4, that's fine, but make sure this engine shows us something we've never seen before in the Storm series. But Demon Slayer in that kind of style, that's cool. Also, I don't know if this is a hub world or not, I'm just speculating, but if it's a hub world, don't be shocked. Let me just say this right now. If you never played the Naruto Storm series, or if you're not familiar about CyberConnect2, let me just say, if there's going to be an adventure mode, do not be surprised if the adventure mode is just you running around, picking up items, and just talking to people. They have done that shit before with the Naruto Storm series, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did that same mistake with Demon Slayer. CyberConnect2 makes a lot of mistakes, and they never learn from them. In fact, as the famous Sheikah Clouds would say, they take one step forward and 2 steps back. And I wouldn't be surprised if they did this with Demon Slayer. They would improve something, but then they're going to step back on something that doesn't need to be added for some dumb reason. So don't be shocked if the adventure mode is dull as hell and it's just like Naruto Storm 4. Now, hey, I hope they prove me wrong. I hope they show me that they can actually make the adventure mode fun. Make Tanjiro, you know, jump on trees here and there, slay demons in the adventure world, you know, just doing that kind of stuff that you couldn't do in Naruto Storm 4. So, CyberConnect2, prove me wrong. Prove me you guys actually can make the adventure mode fun. If you can't, and it's exactly how I predicted it, I called it. I called it, and I warned you. I warned you, and I told you. Other than that, well, if I'm being really serious right now, I gotta be honest. It might be a little too early for a Demon Slayer game. I mean, the anime just got done with season 1, and at the time of this video, the movie's not even out yet, and at the time of this video, again, Season 2 hasn't even been announced. We haven't even gotten a trailer for Season 2 or any announcement about it. It's gonna happen eventually, this hasn't been announced or anything. So I feel as if this Demon Slayer game should have waited. I mean, I can see the company make a whole game out of Season 1. I can see that. But I feel like they should have at least waited maybe after Season 2, maybe even 3 possibly. But I'm not surprised that they're making the Demon Slayer game early. I mean, Demon Slayer is like hotcakes in Japan right now. It is just blowing up in Japan. It is going crazy. Demon Slayer sales on merchandises, accessories, everyone is buying Demon Slayer because it's that awesome of a series. Anime, manga, you name it, is blowing up. So of course, I guess I don't blame CyberConnect2 trying to make a Demon Slayer game because they want this Demon Slayer money too. But then, that's when it hit me. Are they making this game because they're trying to get money from the Demon Slayer fans? Or are they really making this game because they really are fans of this series and they wanted to make a game out of it? It's hard to say, man. And after seeing how much of a scam Road to Boruto was on the Naruto Storm 4, it's not too much of a far-fetched if that was their plan, just trying to bank up on the fans of the series so they can get their money. Well, I can definitely tell you I'm not going to be one of them, because I'm going to wait, see how many people say how good this game is. And even if the game does turn out to be good, I still might wait for a price drop, because again, I still have a nerve over CyberConnect2 what they did to me with Naruto Storm 4. So whatever I buy from them, it's going to be with a grain of salt. I can't guarantee I'm going to like what they do, so only time will tell. Also, at the time of this video, no gameplay footage has been revealed. Yes, no gameplay footage, it's just screenshots, screenshots, and screenshots. So we don't know how the game is going to play. So we just gotta sit here, be calm, and wait until CyberConnect2 finally says, yeah, here's the gameplay footage. But until then, yep, we're just gonna stay quiet. We don't know about the characters, we don't know how the gameplay is gonna play. We're just gonna have to wait. And until that time comes, I might make a follow-up video, which most likely I will, considering that I am a huge Demon Slayer fan. So yeah, that's about it. But yeah, Demon Slayer is being made by CyberConnect2. But what do you guys think? Do you think Demon Slayer is already doomed from the start? Are you going to give the game a chance? What's your thoughts on this whole entire thing about CyberConnect2 being the ones developing this game? I'm a little scared, but I do wish them the best, and I hope they can prove me wrong. I hope that Demon Slayer will become one of those awesome anime games. I really hope CyberConnect2 proves me wrong on everything. Can you guys really make Demon Slayer one of the best anime games? Well, CyberConnect2, I guess that really depends how much do you guys care. Well guys, I'm Aubrey, aka The King. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you guys later.